Then I'm so happy that the two Nobel Prize winners, Joseph Stiglitz and Paul Krugman, has really declared there's no scientific basis for our present neoliberal models, and it's more harmful than useful. But and I also think we should not forget history. Not so many of you young people perhaps know about Roosevelt's New Deal in the 1930s. He was already completely aware. He really saved the American economy because he accelerated public investments and strong market regulations. And that's the thing that has also been completely forgotten. Keynes said in the 1930s that if you want to ruin the global economic system, just allow capital to move freely. If you do that, you are certain to destabilize the global economic system. Some of you may remember that until the 1980s, Denmark did not have control. You could not just move capital out of Denmark. You had to have the national bank. And Keynes said you should have a universal system, or at least all central banks should control capital movements, because otherwise you'll have all those financial crises, destabilizing things and so on. And that's exactly what we do. In the 1980s, EU changed the system, so now we must have free capital movement. Exactly the opposite of what Keynes advised us. Why are we so stupid? And then we have in Denmark, I'll take Denmark as an example, an economic wise council that is not wise at all. They are all old-fashioned neoliberal economies, so we could decide next year to fire this council and make a more clever council with ecological economies. So that was some of the national actions. Then I'll say a little bit about the international actions that we could hope for. And yes, I have already mentioned Keynes that said that we should have control of capital movements. But I think there are other things we could do, and that of course depends on the United Nations. WTO is a completely silly thing and does all the wrong things, so the first thing we should do is to replace WTO by a new trade administration.